A senior research fellow at the Legon Centre for International Affairs and Diplomacy, Dr. Ahorsu, says politicians should emulate the late Kofi Annan if they consider themselves as servants of the people and look beyond their parochial interest. Dr. Ahorsu notes that the former UN Secretary General was a symbol of peace who did his best to ensure that the world was a better place to live.
He was very concerned about is the betterment of humanhood, how to make all people be at peace and have a lasting development. So largely, this is the man we're talking about, and his passing away has touched the hearts of many because he's such a simple man, very unassuming, an international statesman who speaks the truth even at the most difficult time of his life. The UN needed a change at the time. We were at the end of the Cold War, and real politics was actually going away. And there was so much bureaucracy, things were not happening the way it should happen. There was so much duplication and a loss of money to the extent that the UN became a problem to the leading countries of the world. And this is the problem they had with Boutros Ghali. So they saw in him someone who can reform the UN, but he didn't only reform the UN, but he brought on board the needs of the people of Africa, the needs of the people of the developing world, the needs of the marginalized in the world, particularly talking about human security and human rights and a sustainable development. And all his reforms brought problems that were something like transnational security threats, for example, drugs, HIV, AIDS, and a number of problems that formerly the UN was not so much given to. He has so far empowered sub-regional and regional organizations so that the sort of lethargic UN that we used to have, which was very slow to react to situations or abuse or dynamics of conflicts, that no longer exists. Today, ECOWAS can speak with all kinds of pragmatic specificity which had never existed. He has been involved in politics all over the world, but then he came out without the negative or dysfunctional aspects of politics. And this probably will be the lesson for ex-Ghanaians and for that matter Africans, that wherever we find ourselves in politics, we should see ourselves more as servants contributing to the improvement of Ghanaians and Ghana than who are being parochial and for that matter kind of